fun. I hope you're doing well. Just having my tea. Guys, one thing you should know about me is I love tea. I should think that I'm addicted to tea, man. Ah, so yeah, guys. We in 2012, 2020. I know I've been seeing this on TikTok, and I think I've posted one of the video on YouTube as well. If you understand the whole concept, just revert back there and check the video that says 2020, and then yeah, get the information there. And if it still doesn't make sense to you, guys, you can always make your own Google search, make your own research, and just be wise when you do that research because not everything you'll find truthfully on Google, But yeah, so yeah, guys, before we go into it, please, guys, will like this video. This helps with an algorithm. The one thing I really want to do is to set people free and for people to start to elevate and grow consciously, to know how to use their mind and to be elevated. And the only way to do that is through the truth. So this is how we're going to break the matrix, guys. Like this video after you watch it, and then it will actually help for the video to spread across for people to be able to see this information and to reach out to people who always like to subscribe on YouTube and check out anything that's popping on the channel, and then they most probably will come across my video and they'll be interested in it and they'll gain some more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So yeah, guys, today I just want to talk about the significance of a soul and the body, how important it is for the two to actually work in hand in the great depth of growing one's spirituality. So with all that being said, let's get into it. Guys, a lot of you go through deja vu. You try to remember your past life. You'll be like, okay, man, I did this before, man. This is not the first time. I feel as if this has happened before. It is because it has happened. The soul is a great collection of historical events. It's a greatest recorder of lifetime through trillion and trillion and trillion of years, you incarnating if it must be. Because there's a one thing that you should also understand, that the thicker the blood it is from your skin, even if you can tap into your blood now, maybe just make a little scar, and then you see the dent of your blood. The more strong your blood is, it shows you've been here for a very long time. You've been incarnating on this planet. And the more you see your blood that it's not that strong, it's like, light and all of that, then you can tell that no, you haven't been here around. You still have to go through all the process. So the soul, the mind, and the body, it's like everyone having different different feelings, different journeys and different. It's like all of us we going through each one of everyone's experience, if that makes sense. It's like going in each and every experience that you encounter in your life, like entering in me as I enter in you, in different past lives of what happened, and you going through that motion. I understand. But the only main reason and the importance of this is because the soul and the body, they are a great function together because they help each other in a higher hierarchy to grow spiritually. Because, like, guys, honestly speaking, you cannot live as a soul without a body and think you will transcend and go into higher planes. No, it can't happen. In order for that to happen, first you must dwell in this body, in this suit. This is like a suit, because in truthful, we just energies, guys. You have to understand this. We are energies. Everything around us is energy. And the sooner you get that, the sooner you realize things and everything will make sense to you. So, having said that we are energies, entering this body is only for us to grow in a spiritual capacity on different dimensions. This body is as we're in this third dimension, right now this body is on the third dimension, right? Your body and my body is on the third dimension, right? As what's going to happen to 2020 this year, December the 21st, it's a shift that will take everyone into a different dimension. Selective for those who are chosen, for those who are ready, and for those who are conscious about this, for those who are not indoctrinated with the religion and the system in the matrix, So when you enter this body in the third dimension, automatically when the changes comes with your soul, your body is able to elevate high into another dimension. You get what I'm saying? That is the importance of having a soul and be able to use it and acquire it so that you grow in a higher spirituality. Because guys, it's what I always tell and say to people, that if you die and then you were not conscious at all, you didn't even try to meditate, to find yourself, who you are, where you come from, all of that information, it will send you right back here. Because when you enter into a different realm, when you go through that process, it will send you back in this planet, and then you'll get blocked and locked in it and trapped in this dimension. Because the only reason why we are here is just to untrap ourselves from this dimension and enter higher dimensions. And that way we are growing in a spiritual form. So this thing of people talking about, yeah, when I die, I want to go to heaven, there's no such thing as that, guys. A heaven is like a portal. A heaven is the sky. With your eye, you look into the sky and you think that that's just the sky. No, there's a deeper, adventurous dimensions within the sky itself, as it is within this planet Earth itself. The thing is, guys, you have to realize that whatever that you see above is what's happening inside of you, inside and out. Whatever attractions and interactions that are happening with the planet is what takes place within your soul and spirit in the chakra form. In a chakra form, there are different planets there, and you're also inhabiting different planets here. Every time a planet is growing and the energy is growing, the moment every time you consume and you start to have a thought and think about something and do reaction and motion, you're also creating within your own universe that is actually reflecting back to the high multi-universe that is within and out. You get what I'm saying? So it gets very, very interesting, guys, because the soul and the body functions well when they are together. It's like it's when like Earth itself transforms into a different dimension and brings heaven on earth here. Not necessarily saying that you have to die in order for you to see heaven. That will never happen, unfortunately. That's just a brainwash, and that's what I want people to actually start to get out of that form. Because I'm telling you guys, when 21st of December comes and you're still not conscious, here's the sad thing what's gonna happen. If you only enter the certain dimension in the form of how you think and on what level consciousness you're in. You understand? So let's just say 21st of December comes and you're still indoctrinated with the religion, the system, the scriptures and all of that. You don't want to be conscious about whatever that you do in your life. Then you always be that way and be trapped in the third dimension. And that means there's no chance of you ever growing, because that will be like a fixed thing that you chose to be like this, then you'll be able to live with it. You understand? And for those who are conscious, when the time comes, there'll be like a division and a separation. Now we'll get to see who's been conscious and who's in the fifth dimension, who's not been conscious, who's staying in the induction world in the third dimension. That's going to be obvious. And by the time when you realize that, no, man, I chose the wrong side, it will be too late. Unfortunately, it will be too late, because if you stay trapped in that soul, it's like putting yourself in a robot, and a robot will never function well in growing, because it's nothing but a robot. Like, there's no humanity in you anymore. There's no emotion, there's no love. It's just an empty soul that doesn't even make a soul. You get what I'm saying? So guys, you need to realize these things. It's very, very important, guys. Having to adapt the knowledge of what is the soul and how is it beneficial when it comes to the body, you start to grow and you realize things that are hidden in front of you. Because if the world is going to be in the blind form forever, then we are all in trouble. But the more risen people are and awaken, whatever you want to call it, maybe you want to call it resurrection, because that's the language some of you guys would like to understand. The very same resurrection that's depicted in the Bible, you guys, some of you take it as if like it's something that is physical and actual, yet it's not. It's a symbolism of something that is a frequency and an energy, electric magnetic, connecting with the higher source of the universe within and out. So it simply means that when somebody resurrects, it's someone who's been awakened. You've been sleeping for too long. Now you are awakened. You're wide open. You're enlightened. You've aligned yourself with the universe. The chakras are operating. Your kundalini is awakened, and everything is functioning in a natural law way that's supposed to be. To the point that even when the system comes your way and tries to convince you otherwise, you're like, no, man. Listen, I know who I am. I know what my skin carries. I know what level I am in and how far I still want to go and above to grow in a spiritual form. The sooner you realize that, the better, guys. So the functioning of a soul in the body is very, very beneficial. It's great. However, if people are still having the mentality that in order for you to be in heaven, you must die first, then that is a bad brainwashing happening in you. Because I think I've explained this. The people who are in control of this world, they want to keep people in the third dimension so that they can be able to transmit your soul into a robot through vaccinations, because it grows and goes deeper at a later stage. That's just the beginning of a vaccination. It's their level, because with them as well, they have a non-conscious level of growing their ways of controlling people. It can never be the same as it is today. Things will always change. The more things change in a spiritual conscious way and levels and dimensions, it is the more things tend to be growing in an ignorant surface of level of slavery to control people to stay that way and to be controlled so that they can be told what to do, how to do it for the benefits of what they plan to do with the world itself. You get what I'm saying? So then if people now start to rise higher in a conscious way, it is a threat for them, for the system, for the matrix, for the people who want to keep this planet that way. And it becomes a huge problem for them, So that is why it's very wise and important for people to rise and start to wake up. Because at the end of the day, you're going to have to manifest in a higher plane. Imagine yourself now, you realizing this, oh my God, I failed to listen. I failed to do this and that, only because you were tricked to be a slave. To the point that they made it to the point people will try as best as they can to protect this matrix, to protect religion, in all means of actually even trying to kill someone. See, that is all the humanity that goes off from you. No emotion, no love. And that's how they want people to be like, training you to be like, as some of you have already started. But if you come to term, just sit down, realize what you've been missing all these years growing up in the system. We all grew up in the system. It's just one of those and the few people who were selective that were like, okay, no, this is nonsense. I want to be conscious. I want to raise my vibration, but this system won't allow me. And then you find ways and means to get out of that cloud, because at the end of the day, it's just toxic. It's toxic. It drains you. You focus on something that doesn't grow you. I mean, if you see that you're only growing physically, and then you start to see that, okay, whatever that you have acquired is success, then it's a problem. That shows itself that you're actually accepting the third dimension world. You actually feel free. I'm still saying this. The third dimension is a physical plane where everything just perishes. You invest so much in that physical plane and then you gain nothing at the end of the day. The fourth dimension is a spiritual world where anything and everything is possible. Where you're able to do whatever you want to do. You're eager. You don't die. There you're just immortal. Everything that happens there in the dreamland happens for real. Now, the fifth dimension is where now things are emotional, love, eternal love. Now, if you want to stay to the third dimension, then is it a win or lose for you? You decide. But if you want to move and enter the fifth dimensions, you gotta start to be conscious. Know yourself, who you are, where you come from. You realize all the guys, so that way you can be able to conquer. All I can say is stay in a meditating position all the time. Eat well, do your fasting. Make sure you drink a lot of water. Cleanse your aura, rejuvenate your chakras, bath with cold water. Cold showers are great, guys. Cold showers are great. Drink your urine. Urine is very powerful. You can just Google urine therapy as well. And then, yeah, guys, just be conscious. It will be sad for some of you to die unconscious, because if you die like that, you're still going to come back again, because your soul is going to be recycled in the certain planet, and when it comes back here, you'll be in the plane that is trapping souls every time. And one day you'll see your soul in a robot, and it'll be too late. You won't be able to actually advance into higher planes. Get it in your mind. Indoctrination, religion, all of that is just trapping your mind mentality, not to grow spiritually, to stay ignorant and blind, not to see what's right in front of you and not open your first eye. You understand, guys? Peace through eternal love. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, guys, to like this video. The more you like, it's how the algorithm performs its work in terms of spreading this video across to many people as much possibly can be. I'm trying to reach people to tell them the truth so that they can set their mind free. Don't control your mind. I mean, don't let them control your mind. Don't let the system control your mind. Don't let religion control your mind. Don't let the matrix control your mind. It's time for you to have your own free thinking. And never forget that you are God. You are connected with the universe and everything that is nature. However, at the end of the day, you choose whether you want to be your own self or you want somebody else to tell you how you can be yourself. Peace. Love you.